As daylight fades and the horizon dissolves into black, a new rhythm takes over the open sea. This is when squid rise from the depths, following ancient instincts and the cover of darkness. For fishermen, these few hours define the entire voyage. The stakes are high, volatile weather, narrow time windows, and a market that rewards only perfect execution. A night of squid harvesting isn't a simple routine. It's a coordinated, high-pressure operation built on skill, timing, and an unbroken chain of teamwork. The vessel moves into deep offshore waters with a clear goal: capture as much squid as possible before dawn closes the opportunity. Leading the operation is a captain who has spent decades studying the rhythms of the night sea, reading sonar signatures, anticipating current shifts, and positioning the ship where squid are most likely to surface. Below deck, the crew prepares for a long, uninterrupted shift. Tools are checked, nets inspected, and freezing systems calibrated. Teams rotate strategically to maintain stamina through the night, knowing that fatigue is one of their biggest risks. Out here, timing isn't just an advantage, it's the core metric of success. Every action must sync with the captain's plan, because a single delay can cost an entire catch. Squid are guided by light, and modern fishing vessels use this instinct to their advantage. Once the ship reaches the target zone, a high-power LED system floods the water with a bright, controlled glow. From above, it looks like a floating island of light. Below it acts as an artificial moon that draws squid upward from the deep. The crew monitors sonar in real time as the illuminated water begins to fill with movement. When a school appears on the screen, timing becomes critical. The boat adjusts its position, engines idle, and the lighting pattern is fine-tuned to keep the squid concentrated beneath the vessel. In the dark ocean, visibility is limited, but with the right lighting strategy, the crew effectively reshapes the environment, turning night conditions into a tactical advantage. Once the squid gather beneath the vessel, the crew moves fast. Specialized nets are released into the water, guided by floating buoys and controlled by hydraulic winches. Every step requires exact coordination. The net must descend at the right angle, tighten at the right moment, and rise before the school scatters. Out here, the margin for error is razor thin. A sudden wave, a shift in current, or a delay of even a few minutes can cause the entire school to disappear into darkness. The crew works in tight formation, securing cables, adjusting tension, and stabilizing the deck as the winches close the trap. As the net rises, the surface begins to churn, a sign that the catch is heavy. The team braces themselves. The real work is only beginning. As the net breaks the surface, the ocean erupts. Squid spill onto the deck in waves, their bodies flashing silver under the harsh lights. Ink sprays across railings and boots, turning the floor slick and unpredictable. The boat heaves with each swell, forcing the crew to work with balance and urgency. There's no room for hesitation. The team clears the net, separates debris, and resets equipment for the next haul. Every motion is fast, practiced, and purposeful. These moments are exhausting, hands numb, eyes burning, but the crew keeps moving. On a night like this, momentum is everything. Once the squid hit the deck, the clock starts. Their quality drops fast, so the crew moves immediately into processing. Sorting tables fill with fresh catches as workers separate sizes, remove damaged pieces, and rinse off ink before it sets. Within minutes, the squid are moved to the freezing line. The vessel's ultra-cold systems push temperatures down to 40 degrees, locking in texture and color before any spoilage can begin. If the catch sits out for more than half an hour, its export value collapses, and the crew knows it. Speed here isn't optional, it's the core of the entire business model. When the vessel finally docks, the race doesn't end. It shifts locations. Crates of frozen squid are moved straight into cold storage rooms, kept just below 0 degrees Celsius to maintain perfect condition. From there, the shipment enters a streamlined processing line where speed and precision drive every decision. Inside the plant, each squid is washed again, trimmed, and sorted into commercial or premium grades. High-pressure cleaning systems remove residue while automated machines cut and prepare the tentacles and mantles. The final step is IQF, individual quick freezing, ensuring each piece is preserved separately, preventing clumping and keeping the texture intact for export markets. Any deviation in size, temperature, or hygiene can cause an entire batch to be rejected. For an industry operating on thin margins and strict global standards, consistency is everything. Catching squid at night is more than a job. It's a controlled sprint against time fatigue and the shifting forces of the ocean. From activating artificial moonlight to hauling nets freezing on board and racing through industrial processing, every step depends on exact timing and disciplined teamwork. A single mistake can cost thousands. A single successful night can sustain an entire season. What unfolds on these dark waters is a rare combination of human strategy, modern technology, and the relentless drive to operate in one of the most demanding environments on Earth. As long as markets rely on premium squid and oceans continue their nightly rhythm, fishermen will keep returning to the darkness, chasing opportunity that rises only after the sun goes down.